Yo. Oh shit, hold on. Coming right back, Chop. Grand Rising, beautiful people. Grand Rising. Good morning. Whichever term makes it make sense for you. How are you? Honestly, you're looking at the discipline J right now because I did not feel like getting up out of my bed this morning for some reason. Maybe I worked out too hard yesterday, but let's knock it out. Chat, what's going on? I hope everybody's feeling good. Hope everybody um is actively creating. I hope you guys are uh using your intentions and actions to get you some money, right? I hope y'all really locked in with this shit, man. I hope you guys are seeing through this matrix and understanding that you are the creator, that you are generating your reality, right? Right. Shout out to everybody that's in here, man. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you guys. We had successful lives yesterday where we talked about today we're going to talk about three types of souls this morning. We didn't talk about that yesterday, right? We talked about time as an algorithm. And we will be going over these things again later on today, right? I promise you that we are going to dive into agents and control players so you can know how you can stay in your control player status, meaning bending the matrix on some Neo Trinity type shit. Um, and all of that stuff, right? So, yeah, chat. Time is an algorithm, man. Right? I know a lot of people, I know everybody recycles the same shit, right? Time is an illusion. Time is not real. Yeah. That's shit that we've heard millions of times. I'm gonna tell you the real shit. Time is the algorithm of the matrix. What you do with your time programs your reality, and then it's reinforced. Situations and things are reinforced back into your life through gravity. This is the real source. All right. As consciousness, we should all be trying to program our reality, right? So, Shat, what's up? Somebody said my money's fake. How's this money fake, gang? How's this money fake? You know what I'm saying? Come on, gang. Stop. Listen, if you want to eat a D early this morning, go downstairs, man, and eat you an eggplant. Well, you probably ain't even got no stairs. You probably in a goddamn hotel room or some bullshit. If you want to eat a D early this morning, eat yourself, not me. All right? Eat yourself. Just go ahead and put your head down there and eat yourself, man. Cause y'all boys love to come in here and eat a nigga D early as fuck. My girl ain't even woke yet. Come on, man. But I'm just saying, stop being weird all the time, bro. Fuck y'all niggas. Where the fuck do you niggas come from? Nigga, it ain't even 7 o'clock in the morning. And there's a weirdo in the chat hating. What up, Slim? All right, so let's keep going. Chat, what we gonna do? All trolls, y'all already know we harnessing your energy, man. To the collective, what's good? Let's tap in. It really pisses me off, right? And I'm gonna just say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. When these dudes come in here saying that I'm broke, saying that I ain't got no money, all this crazy shit. And it's like, gang, you can't see that I'm clocking into myself every day. You you can't see that I clock into myself every day, bro. You think that where am I? You think I can afford to just do this shit? You know what I'm saying? Niggas said taxes. Bro, niggas like me are not happy that it's tax time, gang. See, some of you dudes in the chat talking shit, y'all don't even realize when you in my tax bracket, you don't get a tax refund, jackass. You gotta pay back money. Stupid. All right, so chat, let's really tap in, man. Let's really tap in, right? Let's really tap in, yo. Let's really lock all the way in. They don't even understand that type of lingo. These niggas still think niggas is getting tax refunds. Nigga, I'm not on Section 8. You know what I'm saying? I don't like taxes. I ain't looking forward to doing no fucking taxes, nigga. All right, so let's get it in, man. Yo, 111's in the chat to all my OGs, all my new people that's here, really tapped in. Let's do it. Right? All my new people that's really tapped in, go ahead and write new. All the trolls be harnessing your energy. I just like to talk shit and flex on a hating ass nigga, right? Niggas talking all this broke shit, but you in my chat talking shit. I'm sorry though. Excuse me. Let me stop doing that, right? Let me stop doing that. I got on $600 pairs of jeans, $200 shirt. My chain cost more than your whole month's salary. My ring cost more than your whole month's salary. But yet you still in here talking shit. You can't even afford this hat. Come on, man. Let me eat my banana, chat, and then we're gonna start up. You don't have to boast. Man, shut the fuck up. Y'all bitch ass niggas. For real, I really don't even feel like being in front of y'all right now. I really have turned this shit the fuck off. Honestly. I'm known to do shit like that. I really have turned this shit the fuck off and go sit the fuck down. I got other shit to do. But I know this what these niggas want. All right, so let's tap in. What is the Matrix? Right? It's a simulation, chat. A lot of us, um, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us, somebody said I'm just streaming to 60 to 28 people. I got 300 people over here, almost 300 people over here on TikTok, gang. Stay in your place, man. You're a fucking baby. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me let me do something. All right, so anyway, bro, let me do this. I'm about to just shut y'all all the way the fuck up. Let me turn the comments off. YouTube, shut the fuck up, YouTube. Y'all keep forgetting this my platform. I can shut y'all all the fuck up. Right? I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to see nothing. Let me turn all this shit off. So chat. Anyway, and the only reason I'm acting like this morning, chat, is because for real, I swear to God, I did not feel like coming on this bitch this morning. I'm just be honest with y'all. That's the only reason I'm being this way is because I'm just being disciplined right now. I'm doing something that I don't want to do for the sake of the collective. I don't need the money. We don't need the money. We're not doing it for the money, chat. All right, we here because this is my purpose and this is my duty. You know, a lot of y'all in here, instead of talking shit, y'all need to be finding your fucking purpose. Because once you find out what your purpose is, this is when you're going to realize you just get paid to live. You know what I'm saying? It's not my fault that you keep taking your dumb ass down there to a 9 to 5 that's barely paying you enough money to pay your bills. That's insanity. Why the fuck would you keep working somewhere if it's not making you pay all your bills with one check? You know? When I'm gonna tell y'all something. I had a job one time, but once I realized that all my work that I was doing in this job for 2 weeks wasn't even close enough for me to pay my fucking bills, I quit that shit and never went back to a job. Ever. So to the people that's working, if your job is not sustaining your life, why the fuck are you there? I'm just saying. Don't get mad at me because you continue to go somewhere that's not even doing shit for you for real. You could figure this shit out on your own, bro. I did. I'm a nigga from the hood with 5 felonies, nigga. And I figured this shit out. You can too. There's no excuse for you. All right, let's tap in. What is the Matrix? What is the Matrix? All right, a lot of people always hear that we live in a simulation, but what is this simulation that we are living in? Huh? What is this? All right, the first thing you got to understand about this Matrix. All right, now, just like that, chat, we locked in. Let's go. 111's in the chat to all my OGs, all my new people. I promise you, I'm not this mean every day. If you're new, I'm not this way every day. This is just a J that doesn't feel like being here, but I'm living in purpose, so I have to. All right, this is all you're seeing. I'm human like everybody else, bro. Well, I'm not a human, but I'm operating a human avatar just like everybody else. It's hump day, it's Wednesday. I'm ready for Friday to get here because Saturday I don't get on this internet shit at all. Right? So I'm just tapped in with y'all, man. That's all. So if this your first impression of me, this is not me on a daily basis, man. All right, this is not me on a daily basis. This is just me. And then soon as I wake up, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and I got niggas in here hating and saying stupid shit. And the crazy thing is, I'm not even a fucking rapper. I'm a teacher, and these niggas in here hating me like I'm a rap nigga or something. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, it's a million rappers and all types of dumb shit you niggas can hate. That's trying to hurt you. It's a million people that get paid off you being a dumbass. I get paid from you waking up. Why do you hate me so bad? Right? I get paid from you taking your power and your sovereignty back. Why do these niggas hate me so bad, right? Come on, man. Let's make it make sense. This is the world we live in. This is the world we live in, chat. So the first thing you got to know about the Matrix is that you are generating the Matrix. All right, this is the first thing you got to know. Let's look at this. This is called the observer effect. What is this? This is one of the main principles in quantum mechanics or quantum physics. All right, this is not a conspiracy theory. This has been proven with mainstream science with an experiment called the double slit experiment. Now let's pay attention, chat. Get it? Pay attention. The magic of your attention. Guys, first thing you got to understand about this matrix is that your attention is the currency. All right? Somebody say, "Nah, man, this dude's wacko. He's nuts." What does he mean? My attention is the currency. It is. Because think about it. Why do you think there's YouTube? YouTube, what do YouTube pay people that's monetized? They pay people off of what? Views. If I drop a video and I get 100 million views, I'm out of here. I'm paid. I'm somewhere on the island chilling with my girl. We sipping lemonade, doing whatever. Right? This is because in this reality, attention is the currency. Whatever we watch, whatever we pay attention to, energy flows. Guys, where attention goes, energy flows. I promise you, this money shit, this ain't nothing but energy. You want to know how I got a lot of it? You want to know how I figured it out to keep getting it? Because I realized money was energy. And I realized, you ever heard people say, yo, everything's connected? You're connected to everything? Yes. A lot of y'all can't get no money because you always in the nigga comments hating and bullshitting. But you really want to be like me. But you wonder why your pocket's fucked up because you in the comments giving out your energy and intention with some bullshit. Right? right? That's why you broke. Because energy is everything in this reality. This is the currency. Your finances, your relationships, all of this shit is tied together. What's up, Aussie? All of this shit is tied together, right? This is why you fucking broke, because you a hating ass nigga. And you put all your energy into hating, broke ass nigga, right? And that's the people I'm talking to who in here keep texting all this stupid shit. That's why your ass fucking broke. That's why you can't even get your girl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can't even get your bitch $1,000 right now because you a hating ass nigga, right? Because you take all your attention and energy and you put it into hate. You wake up at 7 o'clock. That's also why I'm getting paid because you niggas don't understand your attention and energy is the fucking currency. You don't realize I'm energy harvesting you right now. I feel you getting mad, right? So let's look at it. The observer effect. Boom, this is you, right? The magic of your attention, right? Before observation, waves spread out over space and time, right? Before observation, waves spread out over space and time. Now let's look at this, chat. All right. First thing you got to understand about this reality is that everything is energy and you are the master of it. Reality pops into place because of your observation. You have to realize this. Now, I've been teaching my girl how to really manipulate this shit in real time, understanding the observer effect. Because once you understand this, you get powerful, right? So this is you, right? Before you observe, how do you observe in this reality, chat? You can see, taste, smell, hear, you can touch, right? So before you observe, wave, spread out over space and time. What is a wave? All right, what is a wave? This is everything, matter, period. Electrons, neutrons, sophrons, photons, atoms, the particles that make up all mass and matter in this reality. All right, so before you observe, matter spread out over space and time. Guys, I want you to think about this bottle right here, right? Imagine if this bottle started to spread out over space and time. What happens? If this bottle decided to start spreading out over space and time, what happens? The shit gonna disappear, right? It's not gonna be in existence. Your mind changes, or I like to say controls reality. At the time of observation, particle, localized. They go from being a wave into solid. At the time of observation, particle, localized, space-time event. Chosen one. You have to understand that you are generating your reality. You got to understand that. It's the first thing you got to know about the matrix. This shit is not solid. This shit is fluid. This shit is really yeah. We can touch stuff. This physical feels real, but it's all being generated by you, chosen one. You have to understand that because you have to know that you have the ultimate power. Your attention is everything. This is why you have to have awareness. You have to pay attention, right? You have to notice this. Now, when you are fully aware of this, what you're going to start noticing, you're going to start noticing things spawning in real time. You'll catch it. How many of you, 111's in the chat, right? If you've already caught this, right? Somebody said, Jay, shut up and go to work. Why, nigga? I got your paycheck. I've I've already paid your month's salary in 2 days this week. This book money, nigga. But anyway, how many of you have seen it in real time? 111's in the chat, right? 111's in the chat. If you've seen this before, right? You've seen this, right? So, guys, what you got to understand is you are generating and controlling your reality, right? You are. The double slit experiment. Exactly. This is like the first post. This is like the first post that the first comment that I've penned in months. Fishay, fishay. The double slit experiment has proven this in real time. Guys, this is not a conspiracy. This is 100% fucking facts. All right? You have to understand. You, chosen one, are generating and creating your reality. Right? I promise you, you are. I'm just letting y'all know, man. All my trolls, bro. I'm literally siphoning that shit, bro. And I'm loving it. Cause I'm feeling the power. Y'all don't even understand. I'm siphoning all that hate. Y'all don't know. Y'all the ones that really get me paid. Y'all don't even realize it. Let's tap in, yo. Yo, Britt. Um, we up here with TikTok, we up here with YouTube, and we're about to start. Is there anything you want to say to the new people before we start this Master Key program? Is there anything you want to say to the OGs? We about to ride out. Let's get Brittany in here, chat. The second thing you got to understand about this reality, chosen one, let's tap all the way in, right? The second thing you got to understand about this reality, chosen, is that you are not a human being. We love trolls. Trolls don't even realize they the reason why we getting paid, bro. Putting all that hate out there. We love the trolls, man. I love them.
Yeah, tap in to the new people real quick. Don't just sit here and listen. Feel what's being said. This isn't just information, this is awareness. If you really lock in, you'll start seeing patterns in your own life almost instantly. Pay attention to how you think, how you react, how you choose, because that's where everything starts shifting. And to the OGs, you already know what time it is. This ain't your first time hearing it. Repetition is how you sharpen the blade. Every time you hear it, you're catching something you missed before. That's how you level up. Stay locked, stay disciplined, and keep applying. Chat, understand this before we even start. You're not just in the experience, you're helping generate it. So today, don't just watch the stream, observe yourself while you're watching. Let's ride.
Chat, you generating this shit, bro. Second thing you got to know about this reality is that you are not this body. You are the soul. All right? You are not the body. This is technology. This avatar is your technology to maneuver through this physical, to experience this physical. This is your vessel. Same way you drive a car, your consciousness rides this avatar. All right, you have to understand that. How many of y'all know that you are not the body but the consciousness? How do we know that this body's technology? For one, we have an electromagnetic field. For two, we can see. We got damn near cameras in our eyes. We got perspective. For three, sensors. I can touch something and feel it. I can eat something, it goes to my consciousness and tells me exactly what I'm tasting. Right? I get cut, I heal. I can go get surgery and get transplants. This is how you gotta understand this body is tech, guys. You are not this body. Now, what is the matrix? All right. Why are we here? As consciousness, we are here to evolve. We are here to learn. All right. Life is literally a school for consciousness. How do we know that life's a school? Because every day, guess what? The oldest to the youngest, we're learning something new. We're always learning. We're always figuring out something new. Every day, life has been predicated around lessons. But, guys, there's something going on right now. We're in the midst of a spiritual war. We're in the midst of warfare right now. This world has not always been the way that it's always has. Right? This world has not always been the way that it is. What has happened? Right now, we are in a battle for souls. But why? What happened? How did this get like this? Let's talk about it. How many of you have heard of Adam and Eve? 111's in the chat if you ever heard of Adam and Eve. 111 in the chat if you've heard of the first human beings called Adam and Eve, right? Now, Adam and Eve, there's something significant about them. Adam and Eve came into this world as full-grown adults. That sticks out to you, right? It always stuck out to me the fact that Adam and Eve, they didn't have to be babies. But why? Let's talk about this. Chat, this reality wasn't always the way that it is. In fact, our reality has been flipped upside down, right? This is why evil is so prevalent in the world today. This is why people praise being evil, being nasty, being grimy, right? Everything wants you in fear. But why? How did this happen? Adam and Eve used to come into this reality. Thank you so much for the gifts, guys. If I don't say thank you, it's because I'm in the middle of talking. But I promise you, I appreciate all the taps, all the gifts, and all the positive things and positive energy that you guys are putting on me. I'm reciprocating it. I'm not harnessing it. I'm sending it back to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. But all negativity, we taking that and transmuting it and turning it to gold. All right. So Adam and Eve, I tell you, chosen one, there was once a time where souls came into this reality with the full understanding that we were souls having a human experience. We didn't have to be babies. We used to incarnate as full grown adults, knowing why we were here. All right. This place was more, thank you. This place was more like an open world game. But what happened? 111's in the chat. If you've ever heard somebody say Satan runs the world, or fallen angels run this world, or demons run this world. This is an evil world, right? This world is, and this is what happened. We got invaded. All of this alien invasion shit, guys. We've been invaded, right? What happened? Who invaded us? The archons. This reality, our school was hijacked and taken over by low vibrational entities called the archons. All right. What do the archons want? They want to feed on your energy. They want to feed on your low vibrational energy, chosen one. How do we know that this is a real thing? Look at the world today. Everything in this world wants you to be in a low vibration. Everything in this world wants you to be in a low vibration, chosen one. This is why the music, right? The music that they play, the the fear mongering. Every time you turn on CNN, you turn on the news, they're doing something to depress you. They're saying something that is depressing. They're saying something that is making you stressed, making you worry. It's because they eat that. That's why you swipe up your phone, you're gonna see 1,000 videos of guys and girls trying to make you get in lust. You're gonna see a lot of shit trying to make you mad. You're gonna see a lot of shit trying to make you in fear. It's because they feed on that. So you gotta watch that, chosen. A lot of these content creators that y'all liking, they only big as they are because they're fear mongering you. If they was doing what I do, delivering power, it's a different ball game, right? And you got to pay attention to that, man. This is a frequency war that we are in. Now let's talk about it, right? The archons take over this reality. What happens? Souls get caught up in a reincarnation loop. Souls get caught up in a reincarnation loop. After we get caught up in this reincarnation loop, what happens? This triggers the spiritual war. Guys, if I told you that being a baby was not natural, being a baby is it represents the amnesia. Every time we come into this reality, being a baby, that represents your consciousness being wiped and starting at ground zero again. This is why we got to be babies now, because it's a part of the reincarnation loop. A lot of souls are just reincarnating. That's why some babies that come into this reality, you can look at them and say, yeah, they done been here before. They done did this shit before. They be come in, dapping the nigga up and everything. Right? So you gotta understand, bro, what we are seeing, what we are living in right now. All right? This is what's going on. So when the archons hijacked our reality, it caused the reincarnation loop. That's why Adam and Eve were the last. They weren't the first humans. They were the last. They were the last beings to come in as full-grown adults. The story's been switched around. Adam and Eve were the last souls to incarnate as full humans, right? Everything is backwards. They didn't gain knowledge, they lost it. They didn't gain knowledge, they lost knowledge. You gotta understand what's going on. Adam and Eve ain't bite the apple and gain knowledge. Whatever they did, they lost, they forgot everything. And so now we're here, right? So when the archons take over our reality, we get thrown into a reincarnation loop. That giant portal that you see in the sky every day, them two portals you see in the sky, the moon and the sun, these shits have been blocked. Souls have not been able to exit this reality. All right, when souls try to exit, guess what happened? Reincarnate. Reincarnate. Now, this right here, as souls, you got to understand, chat. As souls, we are fighters. We are warriors. We are, thank you so much for that galaxy, my love. As souls, we are, what they call it? We're warriors, man. We ain't backing down. So when the archons took over, this triggered a spiritual war. We are in the midst of spiritual war. Chosen one, how do you know that we are in spiritual war for real? The spiritual realm and this physical realm are literally mirrors. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young you are. Ever since you've been in this world, guess what? We have not experienced peace on earth. This is literally because we've been in spiritual war for eons. It don't matter who you are. Ever since you've been here, we either been in war, talking about war, or coming out of war. This how life been for all of us, right? If you a 90s, 80s baby, all this war shit that they talking about in Iran and all that shit, man, that shit don't bother you because they've been doing that shit since we was kids, right? They been fake about to blow some shit up since we were motherfucking kids, man. We ain't worrying about no goddamn war in Iran. They been doing this shit since this normal. This is what they do. You get what I'm saying? They been doing this shit. I remember in elementary school, we in there with our heads like this, talking about a goddamn bomb drill. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, you gotta see the signs, bro. This is just another energy harvesting. They've been doing this shit forever, chat. You should be used to seeing this pattern by now. Every couple years, threats of war breaking out. They've been doing this shit. This ain't nothing new, bro. Stop being scared. Right? So you gotta understand, bro. When the archons took over, this kicked us into a spiritual war. Now, why are we in war though? Because we need our school. We need our school. As souls, no matter if you're black, white, whatever you are, right? We're all reflections. We all come from the same source. Ascension is not a one man thing. Ascension is not a one woman thing. Ascension is a collective effort. This is why we have to awaken as a collective. This is why we are starting to all wake up around the same time. Because ascension is a collective effort. Now, guys, listen. These archons, they weak as fuck. They some bitch ass. The archons is weak as fuck, bro. I'm gonna tell you one. I'm gonna tell you why. First off, for them to even feed on you, you have to be in a low vibration. Meaning, you have to be angry, you have to be lusting, you have to be in some type of low vibration, right? Right? It's real shit, right? And then on top of that, if you have awareness, if you are aware, they can't fuck with you. They only can fuck with you if you sleep, if you don't know. That's why they've had to keep us sleep. This is why the world is snapping out right now because we up and the archons can't really feed the way that they want to. We already beating the shit out of them by just waking up and remembering. A lot of y'all woke up. A lot of y'all stopped doing all the negative shit you used to do. A lot of y'all ain't feeding in the drama no more. You start doing that on your own, right? Archons, they weak as fuck, bro. They need you sleep. They need you sleep, right? So we wage war, right? Because souls been here reincarnating, right? The new souls that just start coming back, souls just start coming back to Earth. And we're gonna talk about that. Right now, there's three types of souls on Earth. I want to see where you fit at. Each type plays a major role. The first type of soul is the sleeping giant. Who is the sleeping giant? Who is the sleeping giant? All right, the sleeping giant is a very, very ancient, powerful soul. Very, very powerful. Now, the sleeping giant was here before this reality got hijacked and taken over, and the sleeping giant got stuck, right? Giant got stuck in a reincarnation loop. And let's talk about this. So, how do you know if you're a sleeping giant, right? How do you know if you're a sleeping giant or not? For one, you resonate with the feeling of life being a prison. Something in you tells you that life is a prison, right? You resonate with that feeling or that you've been stuck here, right? Something in your mind tells you, yo, this is not the first time that I've done this. All right. Sleeping giants are very, very powerful ancient beings. You have just been asleep. The Matrix had the archons have been using you as a battery, as they've been feeding on you. They've been keeping you asleep for eons, eons, and eons, lifetime after lifetime. As a sleeping giant, you've done plenty of lifetimes here on Earth. How else do you know you're a sleeping giant? Right? Well, how do you even resonate with that feeling? Because every time you come into this reality, every time you reincarnate, your consciousness gets wiped. But your subconscious holds on to past lives memories. This is why sometimes you might be asleep and you have dreams of living in cities that you have never lived in this life. Sometimes you might feel deja vu when you go certain places like, man, I've seen this before, right? As a sleeping giant, you have to understand once you wake up, it's game over. Once you remember, it's game over. This is why this reality will do anything to keep you asleep. See, how else do you know you're a sleeping giant? Your spiritual awakening cost you, right? When you came to your spiritual awakening, the illusion that you were living in was flipped upside down. You started losing. You probably lost your wife, you probably lost your husband, your career, you probably got laid off. Something crazy happened and you lost your job. You lost something. You lost. This is because this reality, these archons, they would have did anything to keep you asleep. While you were asleep, life was good. Your family loved you. Your girl loved you. Your boyfriend loved you. While you was in the streets, gang banging, you was in the club every night. Life was good. But as soon as you woke up and said, yo, I got to do shit differently, everybody started turning their back on you. It's how it goes for the sleeping giant. Where the star seed has always been the black sheep. Nah, sleeping giant, you wasn't always the black sheep. There was a time where everybody loved you. There was a time where everybody was accepting of you. There was a time where everything was going right in your life. But as soon as you started to wake up, that shit flipped. This shit went out the window. Lost the whole setup. Right? Now, how else do you know you're a sleeping giant? Trauma. But not from this life. You're fighting trauma from past lives. As a sleeping giant, you've probably always been a naturally depressed person. As a sleeping giant, you've probably had anxiety since you can remember, right? This is because you are fighting traumas from previous lifetimes. That shit stuck with you. How else do you know you're a sleeping giant? For one, you've always been, it's been it was hard for you to walk away from human conditioning programs like family, religion, shit like that, right? It was hard for you to walk away from the church. In fact, sometimes you still get this little feeling and you're like, man, maybe I need to go back to the church. This is because you've done lifetime after lifetime after lifetime of human conditioning and programming. The religions feel comfortable to you. The family trauma and bullshit is comfortable to you. That's why it's always trying to pull you back. It's always trying to pull you back because it's comfortable. You've seen it, you've done it. The streets, the street life, that shit is comfortable. It was hard for you to walk away from the gang. It was hard for you to leave the street shit alone. Guys, I assure you, there is nothing new under the sun. Everything that you do today, you have done it before in another lifetime. All the things that you see today, you have seen it before in another lifetime. I promise you that. New York ain't New York. New York ain't never been nothing else but New York. LA always been LA. It don't matter when you came in this motherfucker, the era's always the same. 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. It's all the same shit. There's nothing new under the sun. This technology, this shit ain't new. TVs, these smartphones, this is what you get in the Matrix, baby. This is all part of the Matrix. None of this shit new. As a sleeping giant, you are the key. Once you awaken, guess what happens? The 5D shift initiated. Once you woke up and started to remember, that was enough energy that we needed to start the 5D shift. How do you know we in the middle of the 5D shift, chat? Ask yourself, is the chaos in the world affecting you? Or are you on the outside looking in? The chaos that I'm seeing on TV, all this war shit, all this riots and shit, ICE, the shit not affecting me. I'm on the outside looking in. Ain't none of this shit is affecting me, chat. 111's in the chat. If your world is peaceful, if you're not living in a chaotic world like they trying to show you on TV, you got to understand, bro, the 5D shift has happened. A lot of you are on the outside looking in. And if you are being affected by this chaos, all you got to do is wake up. The conscious shift is a conscious thing. We've already been caught in the rapture. All right, the rapture is a conscious thing. You've left people behind consciously. Somebody said, I don't even watch TV anymore. We don't. A lot of us don't even know what the fuck going on. You know? It's because we have shifted 5D. Let's tap in. The next group, the star seed. Let's talk about the star seed for a second. Shout out to the star seeds, man. Who are the star seeds? Right? Who are the star seeds? Now, this is a powerful group, and the star seeds have chose to come back. Now, the difference between the star seeds and the sleeping giants, the only difference, right? We're all the same, but the only difference is the sleeping giants, they got trapped here. All right, they was here doing their thing, incarnating back in the old days before Adam and Eve, and then they got trapped. when the war broke out, right? It was a crazy attack. They got trapped. The star seeds, you chose to come back. This is your first incarnation as a human. And we're going to talk about this. Now, who is the star seed? The star seed is a high vibrational entity who has lowered their vibration to incarnate as a human, meaning you have dropped in density. You have come through from a higher dimension to be in a 3D for this specific time. Why? To uplift the frequency of the planet. Once the frequency was lifted, sleeping giants seen the code, they remembered 5D shift. All right. This is the whole plan. This is how this shit works. Now, how, who are the star seeds? These are members of the Galactic Federation. All right. As a star seed, you might look up in the sky and see the UFOs even when they cloaked. Right? You can see them in the clouds when all them days when it's all big clouds everywhere, and you like, man, that shit like a UFO up there in that motherfucker, right? You can see it, everybody else can. You might look up at the sky and see the pyramid, right? Um, one star at the top, two at the bottom, sitting right over front of your house. You can see it's cloaked. You can literally see it, right? They show themselves because you are a part of that. They're letting you know, yo, you're not alone, man. We here with you, right? So, how do you know you're a star seed? For one, you've always been a popular loner, meaning you've always been cool, you've always been popular, but when it comes time for you to fit into groups, it just doesn't work like that, right? It just doesn't work. For some reason, the group always end up getting mad at you. People start feeling like they in competition with you. Shit starts to go left, right? Shout out to the star seeds. You don't fit in, chosen. And this is because you did not come here to fit in. You came here to rewrite the code. You didn't come here to fit in, brother. You're never going to fit in. You can be as handsome, as beautiful, as sexy as you want to be, but you will never truly fit the fuck in, right? As a star seed, you've always known this shit was a simulation. You've been knowing that this life was a simulation since you was in like middle school, high school. Like you always knew this shit was kind of off. It was always weird, right? How else do you know you're a star seed? You've been in spiritual warfare your whole life. What does spiritual warfare look like? I told you. Shout out to the collective. Shout out to the chat, man. Thank you so much for all y'all love and support. What does a star seed? So, what does spiritual warfare look like for the star seed? For one, right? For one, as a star seed, you have to understand you are not the human. You are not the avatar. You are the consciousness. You are the spirit, the soul. Your enemies are not humans. Your enemies are the low vibrational entity that controls this reality. How do your enemies attack you? Through controlling people who are unaware that you love, people close to you, uh, by intrusive thoughts, and they attack you by sending people to create weird loops in your life. You being caught up in weird loops. This is the spiritual warfare. What does it look like in real time? Right? You've been in spiritual warfare your whole life, chosen. First, being born with birth complications, right? Some of you, before you could even get into the matrix, umbilical cord wrapped around your neck. You was almost trying to be taken out, right? Almost trying to be taken out. Growing up in a broken home, growing up either being neglected, watching your parents fight, one of your parents getting locked up or dying. All right. Growing up in a broken home. This is another spiritual warfare for the star seed. Right? being abused, being hurt. Another uh another spiritual warfare for the star seed. Some way you probably ended up in the system, foster care at least once or twice in your life, group homes, crazy house, jail, prison, right? Another way, another way to know that you're a star seed, chat, right? Chat. If this shit is freezing up, it's because the energy is high. It's a lot of souls in here. Soul energy is going to create portals. This shit is freezing because there's a lot of souls and the energy is high. As a star seed, what does spiritual warfare look like? Losing your stability at a very young age. You probably lost a dad or mom, somebody who took care of you, and you were thrust into the world with no more stability, no backbone, right? Yo, chat, can y'all hear me? 111s if y'all can hear me, chat, on TikTok. I know YouTube, we good. 111s if y'all can hear me, chat. Who in here can hear it? All right. Cause I see some of them saying it's frozen, but drop a 111 if you can hear me. If you hear it. We good now? They just wanted the numbers to drop, man. We be going too hard in this bitch. All right. So spiritual warfare for the star seed. All right. Being purposely led down paths that were meant to destroy you. Right? Being purposely led down paths that were meant to destroy you. Gangs, addiction, sex, street life, racism. A lot of you have had influences who have come into your life to purposely destroy you. Thank you so much, Ellis. I appreciate that. You got to see it for what it is, Starseed. If you're fighting addiction, if you're in a real weird relationship, you got to understand it's spiritual warfare, man. You at war. You a soldier. See, you ain't know every day that you was waking up, you was fighting. That's why life been so rough. It get to a point for the star seed where it feels like life just trying to take you out this motherfucker. Yeah, it's spiritual warfare, chat. As a star seed, this is your first incarnation as a human. This is why sometimes you probably looked in the mirror, looked at yourself like, man, what the fuck? The fuck is this? What is a human? You probably said, yo, I don't like humans, man. You probably don't agree with the things. You probably don't understand why human beings are so fucking stupid, right? You do not suffer from the traumas that the sleeping giant do. This is why you are able to cut off your family. You ain't never was pulled into the religion for real. You always felt like religion was bullshit. You know? Shout out to the star seed. Because you chose to come back, the frequency of the planet has lifted, and now sleeping giants are remembering who they are. Third type of soul, these are the reminders or the guides. Your favorite creators, people that you guys listen to, people like me who have come back with that was given this information or given a gift to help and make people remember and wake up, right? Some of y'all reminders, y'all chilling right now, y'all in the chat. It's time for you to start doing what you came here to do. If you got something to say, get on this internet and say it. You might not reach the masses. You might not reach 100,000 people, but you might reach that one person that really need to see that really need to hear it. So if you got something on your chest and you feel like, yo, you know what? I want to do what Jay's doing. You know what? He's inspiring me. It's not because I'm inspiring you. It's because I'm putting you onto your mission. You starting to remember, man, I'm supposed to be doing that. I'm supposed to be doing what he's doing. Handle your business, man. Let's go. All right. Shout out to the chat, yo. You should know where you should know where you're at. You should know where you're at in this thing. You should know if you're a sleeping giant, if you're a star seed, you're a reminder, right? Now, guys, regardless of where you fall, what category you fall, we are all the same. We are all equal. We are all powerful. Just like that. You are as powerful as I am. There's no difference in the power. We all come from the same source, regardless of where you fall. I know some people don't want to be sleeping giants because it's like, damn, I've been trapped here. But yo, at least you're up. You're like, there's nothing wrong with being sleeping giant. You're powerful as shit. You just been sleep, bro. That's not your fault. You got caught here. It could have it happens to the best of us. The sleeping giants are the gods that people worship. A lot of people are worshiping y'all. Y'all don't know it. Y'all just incarnate as humans. Wake up and remember. All right, let's tap in, chat. So you got to understand what's going on, right? This reality wants to keep you asleep. Because once you wake up and remember that you are not the body, things start to happen differently. And let's tap in on this. When you wake up in the matrix and realize that you are not the body, that you are the consciousness that controls the body, life starts to engage with you in the way that it was created for you to engage with it. All right, let's talk about that. What happens when you realize that you are not the body, but you are the consciousness? You activate your authority under source code. You get your sovereignty back. First thing that happens, reality stops being random. When we thought we was humans, we thought all this shit was random. When you tap in and you remember that you are the consciousness and not the body, that random thought process of thinking that people coming into your life randomly, thinking that shit is happening, you start to realize everything that's going on around me has purpose. When you step into source code authority, you start seeing the patterns before they play out. You can go to your girlfriend or boyfriend and say, hey, baby, look, we keep getting in arguments every Wednesday, right? I'm seeing the cycle, I'm seeing the pattern. I need you to be more aware when it comes Wednesday and we need to move so we can break this cycle so we don't argue next Wednesday and we can break over this motherfucking cycle. You start seeing the patterns. It starts to feel like, am I predicting life? It's not that you're predicting it. It's literally you start to be able to shape it. When you step into your source code, your source authority, your energy becomes command. You stop asking life to treat you right and you start telling life how to treat you. Instead of thinking, I hope I find the right opportunity, you say, I will find opportunities. Opportunities find me. When you step into your source code, you gain the ability to bend time. You start noticing manifestations come quicker. Things that used to take months start happening for you in days. You start getting a little extra time when you going up to that red light. The light done turn red. You start learning how to bend just a little bit so you can still turn. And right when you turn, that's when the cars start coming. You start learning how to slow this shit down a little bit or speed it up. When you step into your authority, your source code, NPCs start reacting to you differently. How many of y'all, since y'all have woken up and realized that you was the soul and not the body, a lot of motherfuckers they can't be in your life. They deleted themselves from your life. some will suddenly start resisting everything you do. That's the system trying to push back. And then you got some NPCs who just start cooperating with everything, right? You stepped into your authority, and now your girl just doing whatever you say. Your husband trying to do anything to make you right. You start noticing strangers being nice, people randomly opening up doors for you, people treating you like royalty. You don't even know them. You go to a hotel, old white man just standing there holding the door, smiling and shit. How you doing, man? Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Fuck you saying thank you to me for, nigga. Right? Shit like that. When you step into your source code, old programs that you used to indulge in, they fall apart. Chosen, this it's a reason why you don't want to gang bang no more. It's not because you a lame. It's because that old program has fallen apart. Sis, it's a reason why you don't want to link up with your bitches and go to the club every weekend no more. It's not because you a lame. It's because that old program you're seeing through it. It's falling apart. When you step into your source code, when you step into your authority, old programs fall apart. This can feel chaotic at first. It's a lot of shit going on. Shit be chaotic. The homies mad at you. Motherfuckers is losing. But then after a while, this shit gets simple. It breaks down. And you just move straight through it. The main thing that happens when you step into your consciousness is that you go from survival to sovereignty. You no longer want to survive. You want to thrive. You're not in survival mode no more. You start to realize I don't got to be out here just trying to survive. I can be out here thriving, right? I can be out here really, really fucking thriving. I don't got to be out here fucking surviving. I can thrive. Shout out to whoever just ordered my book through the link in the bio. Appreciate that, right? What else happens when you step into your sovereignty, chosen? And somebody say, how do I step into my sovereignty? By realizing you are not this human body, you are the consciousness. When you understand that you are controlling this avatar, that you are the choice, that you are the voice, that you are the intelligence, you are the problem solving, you are the communication, you are the style, the swag, the aura, that is you. You are not this human body. This body, right? Somebody said that's just paper with no value. No, baby. This is $100. All right. This is energy. It's right. Fuck the paper. This is energy. It has value. It's energetic value. All right. You're wrong. We gotta understand this, man. See, a lot of y'all ain't got this shit because y'all don't know what this is. This ain't paper. It's paper in the physical, but this is energy, man. This is emotions. This is actions, right? People do everything to get this, right? People do everything to get this. Motherfucker will kill you about this shit. So you gotta understand, it ain't just paper. All right, a motherfucker will do anything to you for this. This is energy. All right, you gotta understand that. It ain't the paper value. Stop looking at the shit as paper. Because if I got enough of this shit, I can get your ass up out of here. That's a lot of energy. If I got enough of this shit, I can move to goddamn Dubai. It's energy. You need this shit. All right. So you gotta understand that, right? This is energy. When you tap in with this chat, you start to realize that you are not the body. And when you realize that you are not the body, death becomes an illusion. When I thought I was a human, right? When I thought I was a human, I was stuck thinking about death. But when I realized I was the consciousness, death became an illusion. I knew I couldn't die no more. When you realize you're the consciousness, man, you start being able to survive all types of crazy shit, right? You also start to take care of this body. When I thought I was a human being, I didn't care about my body. I just put anything, drugs, alcohol, whatever. But when I realized I was a consciousness, I realized, yo, this body is how I experience the physical. I gotta take care of this motherfucker. I ain't out there putting sugar in my tank. Why the fuck am I putting all types of sugars in my body? If I go out there and put sugar in my car, what's gonna happen? The engine gonna blow up. Some of us take care of our cars better than we take care of ourselves. When you realize that you are the consciousness, this is when you start to see through the matrix. You tap into your power and you become magnetic. 111's in the chat, yo. If you understand that you are the consciousness. 111's in the chat if you understand you are the consciousness. 111's in the chat if we just tapped you in. If you're taking your sovereignty back right now by understanding you are the consciousness and not the body, 111's in the chat, man. Take your sovereignty back, chat. Take your sovereignty back. You know, when you tap in, chat, man, you become a ghost. Police don't even fuck with you no more. They don't see you unless you're doing something right in front of them. Police don't even fuck with me no more, man. I've lived a life where police used to harass the shit out of me everywhere I went just because how I look. But now them bitches don't even notice me. I walk in the motherfucking cookie shop. They in there. They don't even see a nigga. I pull up beside them, blasting music. I'm smoking a blunt. They don't even look. They just over there looking at each other, talking and shit. When you up your frequency and you tap into your sovereignty, your life experience really becomes fucking different. It really becomes fucking different, chat. 10 rules to navigate this matrix. Shout out to everybody in here, man. We're moving right along. Let's go over the 10 rules of navigating this matrix. This is the must have. Shout out to the collective. If you found this live for the first time today, it is not by chance. You have tapped in because you are operating at that Christ conscious frequency. All right. There is no coincidence. This live did not pop up for you by chance. It is literally because you have put in the work and you have tapped into Christ consciousness. Consciousness does not have a race. All right. This is not about black and white, Hispanic, Asian. This is about consciousness. This is not about religion. This is not about your background. This is about consciousness. All right. So you got to understand that. If you tapped in, you tapped in. What's going on over there? What's up? What is that, babe? I can't see. What is it? Throw it. Oh no, just bring it in. So you gotta understand that. You gotta understand that, man. Consciousness is consciousness. You can sit on the table. Thank you, sweet. Appreciate that, baby. Thank you, my love. So you gotta understand that. All right. So let's tap in with these 10 rules of navigating this matrix, man. All right, 10 rules of navigating this matrix. This is a major thing. Somebody said, not sure how I landed here. Yo, you landed here, bro, because you're tapped all the way in. Excuse me, chat. I got a family, man. All right. You landed here because you're tapped all the way in. She said, yo, I rolled you a blunt, nigga. All right, let's go. Everything, 10 rules to navigating this matrix. Let's tap all the way in, bro. Rule number one, everything is the matrix. Every thought, every action, and experience is a part of a coded system. Understanding this is the first layer of awareness. Chosen one, there is nothing random. You have to understand everybody who's in your life is either in your life for a purpose or for to destroy some shit. There ain't nothing random. You go up in the store and the song they playing, listen to it. You see a cat run across your car. What did that mean? Ain't everything is being generated from you. So whatever something like if I see a cat look at me and turn around and walk away, guess what? It might not mean shit to the person with me, but to me, whatever I feel that that means, that's what that means. You're generating your world. There is nothing random in your reality, chat. This is the first layer of awareness. Everything is a part of your matrix. This meeting, you finding this live, you finding this community. This is not random. It was meant for it. Number two, energy is currency. Your attention is currency. How do you know your attention is currency? Whoever get the most views get a check. Everybody on the internet fighting for what? Views. Because attention is the currency, right? Focus, emotions, actions are all energy. The matrix pulls from your energy, so protect it like it's your most valuable resource. Guys, I keep showing y'all this money because I'm not showing y'all this money to flex. I'm showing y'all this money because I want you to understand, bro. You can get this money, bro. You can really go out here and get this money, bro. But first you gotta understand what it is. This is energy, bro. This shit energy, chat. You gotta understand that first. All right. Everything is tied together. Your finances, your relationship, and your finances is one. Think about this. How many times have you been on your shit and then you get in a bullshit relationship and all your money start going down? How many times? You was on your shit. You had hella paper coming in. Then you go out here and get in a stupid ass relationship and all your money start going all the way down the drain. Guys, everything is tied together. You have to know if you are in a dumbass relationship, it's going to affect your ability to pull in finances. Money is energy. How do we know that money's energy? Because people go to work, bust their ass, put out energy. That energy that you put into that job translates into money at the end of the week. I get on the internet, put my energy into this. It translates into money for me. It is not the job that pays you, chosen one. What pays you? Intention and action. See, when you realize that money is energy, then you're going to realize money is all around you. So if money is energy, that means what? You can tap into it. All these people that you see rich, all these people that you see get into a bag, they tapped into the money. They figured out a way to access it. You have to figure out, what can I do to access this money? How do you access the money? Intentions and action. Guys, it is not your job that pays you. I promise you. The only reason you get paid is because intention and action. Think about this. The only reason you're working is because you've been programmed to work. You're working because you grew up in a family who said, how you work, how you get money in this life. Job, J-O-B. You need a motherfucking job, right? You grew up in that type of family, workers. They passed down that worker program mentality to you. So when you was thinking, yo, how I'm gonna get money in this life? How I'm gonna sustain my life? First thing that came to your mind, a fucking job. It's because you've been trained that, right? If you grew up in a family of bosses, when you say, yo, how I'm gonna get some money, first thing would have came to your mind, I gotta create me a business, right? It's all the programming. Workers make more workers. Rich people make rich people. Bosses make other bosses, right? So you gotta say, when I ask you why are you working, you gotta say, because man, I'm fucking programmed. My peoples, I come from a worker background. My dad was a worker. My mom was a worker. Her mom was a worker. You come from a long line of workers. First and foremost, your job does not pay you. Your job ensures that you survive. Guys, surviving is not a good thing. You don't want to survive in a fucking video game. You don't want to survive in the Matrix. You want to thrive. Can we get that mentality of just surviving and thinking that that's good? Can we get that shit out of our brains? That's another program, right? A lot of y'all in survival mode. We don't want to survive. We live in the Matrix. We want to thrive. We want to have this shit. We want to be able to do whatever we want to do. So, first thing, kill that whole motherfucking I just want to survive shit. Kill that. We don't want to just do that. Surviving is literally sitting in a wheelchair, can't move, but you're surviving though. Nobody want to live like that. You want to fucking thrive. See, what you don't know is a lot of the shit you've been going through, you've been thriving through it. You ain't been surviving it. A lot of y'all done been through shit where your mind supposed to be gone. But yet you still in your right mind, making good decisions and living every day. You've been thriving. That's not survival. Survival is, man, you halfway crazy, but you still here a little bit. You can talk, you can make decisions. That's surviving. So stop saying I'm a survivor. No, you're a thriver. We thrive. Secondly, the job, that's what the job does. The job keeps you in a survival loop. It gives you just enough money to pay bills and get food. After that, you got to do it all over again. That's not what we want. What pays you? Intention and action. Think about this. Every day you go to the job, what do? You got the intentions of what? Getting paid. And then you do the job. That's action. Bro, clock into yourself, man. You can do this shit with anything. I promise you. Anything that you come up with, there's going to be somebody to give you money for it. This is how the world works. Niggas would literally spawn to buy your shit. Motherfuckers would literally spawn to buy your shit, bro. You live in the Matrix. You ever see it on GTA RP? When you go outside and decide to start selling on the block, the motherfucking fiends just be spawning to come get that shit. They, nigga just appear in the middle of the street, then start running and buy. This is how life really works, bro. Stop worrying about, oh, it's ain't nobody gonna buy that shit. It's somebody ain't gonna. Man, listen, you gotta start thinking there's somebody that's gonna buy this shit. There's a motherfucker that's gonna want to hear this shit. I'm just saying, this how this shit really goes. It's all a choice. Your intention and action pays you. Set the intention, take the steps. That's it. Energy is the currency, chat. You gotta understand. Everything is tied together. Number three, observe, don't react. Man, listen, you got to start learning how to just see things and not react to them. You got to learn that. When you react, you give away your energy. When you don't, you take energy. Stop reacting to your mom every time she's trying to piss you off. Stop reacting to that toxic ex that's trying not to let you see your kids, man. She's enjoying seeing you run around like a head, like a chicken with your head cut off, trying to get your kids. She's enjoying that shit. Just say fuck the kids for a couple months, and then guess what? The bitch gonna start doing whatever she supposed to do. Go down there and put yourself on child support. Fuck it. Stop letting these motherfuckers control you. People is doing everything that they can do to get a reaction out of you, bro. Sis, observe, don't react. When you don't react, you take their energy. When you take energy, when you siphon energy, guess what? You can go manifest. This is how this shit works. When you lose energy, guess what? It's hard to manifest. Energy is a tool. Observe, don't react. Just pay attention. Number four, frequency dictates reality. Everything has a vibration. Love, fear, abundance, and scarcity. Align yourself to the frequency that you are trying to manifest. All right? Align yourself to the frequency that you are trying to manifest. Right? Damn, these niggas still in here? Yo, these niggas been in here the whole chat just saying shit. They don't even realize I'm harnessing the fuck out of them. I'm like, these niggas still in there? Damn. Right? But guys, energy frequency dictates reality, bro. Literally. A lot of y'all want love. Y'all want to find somebody to love you, but you don't even love yourself. You don't even love yourself enough to put down the cigarettes. You don't even love yourself enough to go to the gym 3, 4 times a week. You don't even love yourself enough to set boundaries and expect people to be a certain type of way. You're never going to find love like that. Love resonates with love. You know why you're getting all this half-ass love and motherfuckers that play with you? Because you don't take yourself serious. You playing with yourself. No pause, but yeah. You don't even get your ass up. You don't like how you look in the mirror, but you won't go to the gym to fix it. You don't like how you look in the mirror, but you won't change your diet to fix it. But you want somebody to take you serious. You don't take yourself serious, man. Let's start taking ourselves serious and watch how everybody around you start taking you serious. When you take you serious, when you love you for real, watch how the world start deleting motherfuckers who play with you and start sending people in your life who take you serious, who want to love you. Abundance. Some of y'all want to have abundance in life, but you all you do is hang out in scarcity neighborhoods. All you do is hang out with scarcity minded and survival mode people, but you want to be abundant. It don't work like that. Wealth and abundance is a mind thing. It starts in the mind first. Go around the abundance. Go to the nice side of the city and see shit. Go over there. Instead of going to Planet Fitness in the hood, go to the rich people Planet Fitness and go work out with some millionaires. Y'all do know millionaires go to Planet Fitness. Y'all do know millionaires go to the YMCA. You might not know, but rich motherfuckers be living regular lives just like me and you. They just got money, but they still go shop at Walmart. They still go to grocery stores. They still go to motherfucking gyms. Just go over there to where they be at though. Go put yourself, go feel that energy and watch how things start shaping. Next thing you know, you done moved out the hood. Next thing you know, you done started a bit. Next thing you know, abundance is tapped in. You gotta put yourself in those places, man. Go sit in the sauna with an old rich white man. You know, I be in the sauna with 80-year-old old rich ass white niggas. They be looking at me like, how the hell how the hell you got free time? Right? And then they start talking. So put yourself where the abundance is at. Stop being in the, it's all right to love the hood. Yeah, I'm from the hood. I'ma always have love for the hood. But I don't want to stay in that motherfucker. I don't want to live in the hood. A nigga like me in the hood, I'm gonna have to kill a nigga. You know, I'm gonna have to kill a nigga from cause nigga gonna try me. He gonna try to take something. I'm gonna have to put his ass in the dirt. So, guys, we gotta move, we gotta maneuver, we gotta move around, we gotta see some other shit. Go put yourself where the abundance is. That's how you pick up on that energy. The matrix responds to resonance. Number 5, see through the layers. The matrix is multi-layered. Learn to decode the illusions, codes, agendas, and nothing is ever as it seems. Man, yo, to the average person, to the average eye, they just gonna see me and see, yo, that's just some random ass hood nigga up there talking about the matrix. He don't know shit. Look at him. But to the third eye person, you understand that this live is divine. This information is coming from the cosmos. Number 6, master the observer effect. Your awareness changes outcomes. The more conscious you are of your environment, timelines, and players, the more you can influence reality. Chosen one, this is major. You have to master the observer effect. You have to master being aware of everything. I literally make contact with everybody every time I walk past. Not because I'm just trying to look at people, because I'm mastering my awareness. I can tell you damn near everybody that live on my street, I can tell you everything that they do. What times they go to work, what times they come back home. I know the patterns of my street, of my neighborhood. So I know when something weird going on. Awareness changes outcomes. Let's say somebody want to take you out. If you have no awareness, they can do it with ease. But if you are aware that such and such want to get you, you can go get them before they get you, or you can move in a way that it doesn't happen. Awareness changes outcomes. Nigga said I'm cooked. How? How the fuck am I saying anything that's fucking cooked in this live? If you think I'm saying something cooked, your ass slow as shit, gang. I ain't even gonna cap. Like, where the fuck? Like, oh, not you cook. All right, for sure, for sure. I'm about to say, man, what the fuck? We dropping sauce on niggas. How the fuck? I'm about to say, gang, I can't defend you on that. If you think I'm saying some shit that's cooked, you tripping, Brody. But nah, he wasn't saying I'm cooked. But what I'm saying is, yo, awareness changes outcomes, bro. Something as simple as you dying is awareness. Something as simple as somebody setting you up is from your awareness, bro. Gotta be aware out here. Number 7, recognize NPCs, hijack players, and control players. Guys, come back at 1:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2 o'clock. We'll be back up here breaking down NPCs, man, and agents. All right, you got to know that. Number 8, protect your energy. Avoid energy drains. This is a major one, yo. I keep telling y'all, energy is directed to your money, bro. Right? If you want to get this shit, you gotta pay attention, bro. You gotta protect your energy. A lot of y'all got people around you who drain you for everything. Guys, this is money. If I gotta go link with you, Shorty, and spend this shit every time, you, you're an energy drainer. Some of y'all niggas only dealing with women who only let you come around if you got this to offer. Your energy is draining. Sis, some of y'all dealing with niggas who you gotta keep doing giving this to. Energy draining. Some of y'all got people living with you for free, not paying no bills, eating the food. They draining your energy. You got to protect your energy. Guys, relationships are 50-50. Now, what do I mean? Yo, I'm a boss. Of course, my girl ain't got to pay for shit. I don't need her money. That's not the 50 that I need from her. I need emotional. I need the emotional, the nurturing 50% from her. But everything is reciprocation. This shit is just energy. When she putting that energy into cooking my food, making sure I'm straight, making sure this, making sure that, bro, that is energy. It's reciprocation. This is why our relationship thrives. This is why I can go get more of this. This is why whenever she want to get it, she can go get this shit. You gotta have a relationship like that around you, bro. Some of y'all out here busting y'all ass for motherfuckers who won't even cook you a fucking meal. Some of y'all out here trying to pay bills for bitches who kick you out soon as you done paid the light bill. Now you gotta get the fuck out. Come on, man. Thank you so much, my love. Protect your energy, man. Everything is energy. Everything. You should expect energy reciprocation. Sis, if that man wants you to be emotionally there, emotionally available, that man wants you to be cooking everything, cleaning up, then you shouldn't have to worry about no motherfucking bills. Ain't no way you should have to go out here and work and do that. Everything is 50-50. It ain't all about the money. Sometimes it's other shit that's better than money. And I'm just saying, and fellas, if you out here busting your ass 8 hours all a day and you coming home and shit ain't in order, but this girl at home all day, you need to fire that bitch. This shit is 50-50, baby. Yeah, I might not need your money, but I need your emotional support. I need your nurturance. That's gonna keep me being able to go get this. It's all 50-50, my boy. Number 9, timing is everything. Guys, this is major. Some of you would have already been rich, right? Some of you would have already been rich if you would have went out here and did what you were supposed to do when you got the idea. Stop procrastinating. Guys, do you know how hard it is to get a good idea? Do you know what an idea has to do to find you? An idea has to come from the first off, your thoughts are not a part of you. Your thoughts and ideas exist in a whole separate field outside of this reality. Your thoughts, your ideas have to break through and find you. Your idea has to break through and find you. Stop motherfucking procrastinating when you get ideas. Ideas make you rich. Ideas change your life. A lot of y'all would have already been bosses, been out here living your best life if you would have just went with your idea when you had it. And now you sit back watching somebody else in your city do exactly what you had the idea to do 2 years before them. And now they balling. They pulling up in Porsches, pulling up in Teslas, pulling up in Bentleys. And you like, ah, man, that was my idea. I was gonna do that, man. I was gonna do that. Man, come on. You know how hard it is for a motherfucking idea to get to you? Come on, bro. Stop playing. Timing is everything in this motherfucker, right? When you get these ideas, go with it. Some of y'all been known you posted got on TikTok 3, 4 years ago. Some of y'all been known y'all posted already been on TikTok. You would already been on by now. But what'd you do? I'm gonna wait until I get a new phone. I can't use this iPhone 13. I'm gonna wait until I get a better phone. Guess what? 2 years later, you still ain't upgraded the fucking phone. Stop allowing your ideas to go to waste. Please. Timing is everything. You can't wait until next month. You got to do it now. It's a reason why it came in your head right now. Last but not least, number 10, codes and frequencies are tools. The matrix operates in numbers, symbols, and vibrations. Learn to speak that universal language. Guys, everything is numbers. This is why you're seeing synchronicities every day. Think about it. How old are you? That's a number. How tall are you? That's a number. When was you born? That's a number. What's today's date? That's a number. What time is it? That's a number. Where you live, your address, that's a number. Everything numbers, bro. You gotta know that. You live in a fucking computer that's coded by numbers. It's a coded structure. Everything running on code. You have to know how to use numbers to manifest. And now, let's talk about that. Shout out to everybody that was in this live. Thank you so much to my OGs that's probably about to pill out. I appreciate y'all. I love each and every one of you. All my new followers and new subscribers on both TikTok and YouTube. Thank you so much for finding my community and joining it. I look forward to seeing you guys return, and I look forward to see what happens in your life now that you know this information. Guys, this is something that we go over these things a lot. So make sure you come. We are here Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sundays. I give that to my people. All right, so let's tap in though. Right? This is my book, man. Decoding the Matrix. This book has all the codes, money codes, health codes, cars, houses, career, business, fame, anything you can think of, there's a code for it in this book. The best thing about this book is that it has 4 powerful methods that will help you manifest. You have the water bottle method that it teaches you to use water to use codes where you can manifest for you and people that you love who may not be into this type of information. All right? So you can use water to manifest for other folks, right? By creating like Kool-Aid, whatever, right? And it teaches you how to do that. You have the bay leaf method for my spiritual people that like to cleanse their homes. You have the journal or manifest letter method for those who like to keep a journal of their months. All right. And then you have the 5 minute meditation method that we are about to do. Now, this book is $50. When you purchase this book, you will receive, if you purchase this book from me on my live, you are going to receive all 4 of my books for that price. All right. That's like $150 value that you're gonna get for only 50 bucks. But before I show you how you can get my books, which you only can get these books from me, you can't find them on Amazon or nowhere, right? But before I teach you how to get those, let me prove to you that this is a real thing. All right. Let's do an exercise together. Guys, if you are in pain right now, if you're dealing with some type of physical pain, drop a 1 in the chat. We are going to get rid of your pain by using this pain code. And this is going to prove to you that this is 100% facts. All right. So somebody say, how do I manifest the book for free? You can't. All right. So there's no possible way you can manifest my book for free. All right. It requires an energy exchange. This shit is like a game. You ever played a game where in order for you to get to the next level, you got to pay or something? This is how this shit is. In order for you to get this information to change your life, it requires a $50 energy exchange. There's nothing free, brother. All right. Nothing free in this life. You can't even die for free. You can't even kill yourself for free. It all costs, right? And in order for you to take this next step, it's gonna cost you 50. But I promise you, that's gonna be the best $50 you ever spent. All right, anybody who is in pain right now, drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a one in the chat. We're gonna activate this pain code. Now, guys, if you are in pain right now, I want you to focus on your pain. Close your eyes, focus on the pain. Close your eyes, focus on the pain. All right. Now, how this works, I'm gonna count to three. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3. Then I'm gonna go universe, give us more power to manifest using this code. After I say that, I'm gonna say pain code. After I say pain code, me and you are gonna repeat these numbers together. We're gonna say 23, 31, 443. We're gonna say that number for 1 to 2 minutes until the pain leaves your body. Wow. Thank you so much, MF Cora. Thank you, my love. I appreciate that super chat. You are a scholar. Do me a favor, MFK. Since you gave me a $50 super chat, give me your email. Leave your email under one of my videos, and I'm gonna send you the book. All right. So go to my newest video, leave your email. I'm gonna send you the books for that $50 super chat. Shout out to you. All right. So, guys, let's tap in. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Universe, give us more power to manifest using this code. Pain code 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. So right now, you should be saying this code while you're focusing, all right? 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. Should be saying this code while you focus on your pain, chosen. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. Lindsay said, I had a severe headache the other night, chanted this pain code, and it was going after 10 minutes. This is the real deal. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. Chat, if this code is taking away the pain in your body, go ahead and write no pain in the chat. If you are still dealing with pain, continue to say this code. Let's say it for another minute, chat. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. As you can see, it's a lot of people in the chat screaming no pain right now. On TikTok, people are saying how. This is the real sauce, chat. 23, 31, 443. People are saying it works. I'm seeing people on YouTube saying no pain. 23, 31, 44. I don't require your book, brother. You are valued. Pass the book along to another soul. Thank you so much, MFK, for another $50 super chat. And he says you don't even want the book. I got you, fam. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Shout out to you, brother. You are amazing. You are so amazing. Thank you. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for seeing the value in me, my brother. Thank you. All right, chat. As you can see, we just literally took the pain out your body. This is not a game. This is the real thing. All right. Literally, this is why they kept banning me. Guys, if you don't know about me, my name is Jay Originator. I'm not new to this to doing this. They have literally suppressed me on the internet. I've been on the internet for like 4 or 5 years. They have banned me so many times. But the community keep bringing me back. So shout out to you guys for not letting them delete me off the internet, which they tried to. All right, it's been a journey for us, but we fought and we here, right? They've even tried to assassinate me. They tried to kill me last year, right? They poisoned me with a nerve agent. Almost died a couple times, right? But we keep doing this. Man, let's keep going, right? Fuck it. This is my purpose. So, guys, this is Decoding the Matrix. This is the book. You can receive this book right now for only 50 bucks. This book is going to turn you up. Now, just so you can see, this book is not a game. The shit is official. Y'all can't see it on YouTube for real. All right, yeah. So as you can see, it's a real thing, man. You're gonna get all. It has everything in this book. Now, guys, this is what I need you to do. Right? Pay attention. Now, When you purchase this book, not only are you going to receive that book, but you're going to receive all four of my books for that price. So you're going to also receive this book right here. This is called Accessing the Akashic Record 101. This book is going to give you my technique on how I tap into the Akashic Records. What is the Akashic Records? This is the file cabinets of the universe. All information that has ever existed and that will ever exist exists in the Akashic record. If you are someone who wants to tap into that, if you are someone who's looking for an idea to change your life, if you are someone who is looking for any type of cosmic intelligence, you need this book. This book is going to teach you how I tap in with the Akashic record. And I've been doing it since I was 13. This is why I have um the perception of life that I do. All right. Also, not only are you going to receive that book, you're going to receive this book. This is called Unlocking Your Power with Nature. This book is going to show you how to unlock your crystalline light structure. All right. This book is going to show you how to activate your DNA. All right. This is a must have. This book will teach you how to sun gaze correctly. All right. Safely. It doesn't matter if you're black and white. You need to be doing that. This book is going to teach you how to do it safely and correctly. All right. Sun gazing opens up your third eye or your pineal gland, excuse me. This book is going to also teach you how to ground correctly. It's going to teach you how to moon gaze correctly, as well as use the ocean to open and activate your DNA. This is a real thing. This is a must have. And last but not least, this is one of my favorite books. This is called Three Love Spells That Will Bring Them Back or Make Them Go. Guys, you have to use this book responsibly. Um, my late grandmother is full-blooded Cuban. When she passed away, I found her spell books under one of her beds in her home, and I put a couple of her love spells in this book. The reason why I thought it was very important for you guys to have access to this type of thing is because a lot of you don't realize that you are in constant contact or fighting warlocks and witches who are using spells on you. A lot of y'all have been you fell into relationships. A lot of these witches and warlocks are doing love spells on you. A lot of y'all are going through that. Y'all don't understand that. So this right here is going to give you defense. This is going to make you be able to fight it back. All right. So this is a must have. You will receive this book um along with the other ones only for $50, guys. I can't tell you how priceless this information is. All I can say is everyone who buys these books, man, they're tapped in. So this is how you can receive that deal right there where you will get all of these books for 50 bucks. All right, this is how you do it. These are ebooks, all right, meaning they're electronic, they're digital. So when you purchase on my live today, I will be sending these books right directly to you right now while I am live. All right, right now while I am live. All right. I do not leave this live until you receive your books. How do you get them? If you are outside, listen to my words. If you are outside of the United States, meaning if you live in Europe, if you live in Canada, Australia, Africa, Asia, anywhere outside of the United States, India, right? You must have PayPal or Revolut. All right, you can get the books through PayPal or Revolut. If you live in the United States, then you can use PayPal, Revolut, Zelle, Chime, Venmo, Cash App, or Apple Pay. All right. If you are $50 ready right now, guys, if you don't have access to any of those, you can use a debit or credit card by clicking the link in the bio. But I cannot do the $50 deal. You will have to buy all the books separately. But there is a link in the bio if you don't want to do it like that where you can't get them. But if you want to get that 4 for $50 and you $50 ready right now, drop a one in the chat. Only if you $50 ready, drop a one in the chat and we're gonna get this thing going. All right. I'm gonna get y'all these books now. So, Shay, DM me your payment method, Shay, right now. Aaron, DM me your payment method. Ellie Mae, DM me your payment method. Artie, my love, DM me the payment method you want to use. Amy Beck, DM me the payment method. DM me the payment method. King Rob, DM me the payment method you would like to use. Excuse me, chat. Stargazer, DM me the payment method. Good Hearted Guy, DM me your payment method. Vibes by Valerie, DM me your payment method. Guys, I told y'all what I have. It's $50 USD. All right. So if you got euros, when you get on PayPal, it'll show you how to send it to me in USD. It'll automatically show you how to do it. It's just 50 USD. All right. It costs less in euros. I think it's like 38 euros, 40 euros or something. Right. But it's less. All right. So, guys, I told y'all the ways that I can do it. You must have PayPal or Revolut if you want to do this $50 deal. If you are outside of the United States, if you are in the States, we got Cash App, Venmo, Chime, Revolut, PayPal, Zelle, and Apple Pay. All right, that's all I can do. I can't accept checks. You can't send me cash. You can't do an e-transfer. You will have to use your credit card by clicking the link in the bio if you don't have access to any of those. YouTube. If you want to buy these books, come to my TikTok right now and get in my chat. My name on TikTok is JOriginator111. I do need my phone so I can send these people their books. Thank you so much to everybody that supports me on YouTube. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys later, 1 o'clock Eastern time. All right. You have a beautiful, beautiful day.